Where's Josh? He's running late. What happened? Guys, welcome to the Stony Ridge Farm today. Gorgeous day, hot day, man. It's been super, super hot here on the farm. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about what we do to help manage the cows in the heat here. We're going to be taking a trip across the farm. If you're just now joining us, stick around. We're going to do some giveaways today, so that'll be fun. Yeah, welcome. Let's see if I can get out of here without running over anything. I think we got it. All right. Welcome to the farm, guys. Beautiful day. Welcome to the Wednesday live stream here. We're streaming on Facebook and on YouTube. Just so you guys know, so you might see questions and comments come across here, and I'll be answering questions from both Facebook and YouTube. If you're on YouTube and you're following and you're not following on Facebook, you're missing out on some of the live streams I do. Probably do typically 4 to 5 live streams here with the animals every week. So if you're looking for animal content, check it out on Facebook too, okay? Be sure you hit that like button as you're coming in the door. Welcome to the channel, guys. Beautiful day here. The giveaway we're going to talk a little bit about, you guys know I've lost a bunch of weight lately. So the giveaway, we're going to give away, let me shut this loud thing off. We're going to give away some of these bars. They're called American Wagyu beef bars, okay? We're going to be giving away a case of those today, so that'll be kind of fun. Folks have asked me how I've lost so much weight, man. I've lost close to 85 pounds here on the farm, and it's important to know that that's how I did it. A lot of how I did that was through those beef bars. And we're going to show you some other stuff. We're working on some fly control fly traps down here, and you'll see those in just a second. You'll see how good they work too. Let me see if I can go ahead and post a comment. I'll try and pin a comment here on Facebook. There's already a comment pinned over on YouTube. If you guys are interested in checking these beef bars out, we're going to start doing giveaways once a week on these. These guys, Wagyu, they're not paying me. They're not a paid sponsor deal, but this is high protein, high quality Wagyu beef bar. So awesome stuff. We're going to eat that later on too, because I'm hungry, man. That's my breakfast for today. So that's how I lost a lot of weight. I lost all that weight because you can't afford to eat since you built the super shop. That's right, MJP. It's the mega shop, not the super shop. And obviously, if I can afford to eat, I think I can afford to eat. So, but that's great. I love sarcasm. It's the best thing for morning, for breakfast. Sarcasm. Woo woo. Is there chocolate in those bars? No, they're just Wagyu beef. But we'll see that in just a minute. We're going to do a trivia quiz for you guys. So for folks that are watching this after the fact, if you didn't get in here on the live stream, we'll also be picking a random winner there too, guys. We're going to give away some stuff. I think it's cool if I can reach out to companies like this and give away cool stuff. Wag bar. Awesome. So let's zip on down here. We're going to go to the other side of the farm real quick and get the cows moved to a different paddock. This hot weather really has me stressed, really. It has the animals stressed. It has the whole farm stressed. It's been really hot, really dry. And it's just this year. It's been a hot, dry spring. It's not even into summer yet. I don't think the first day of summer has come. Guys, let me know when the first day of summer is. Any chance of an updated review of the Kubota UTV? I'll give you an update right now. Great machine, awesome, reliable, slow as slime, and loud. And you're going to hear it here in just a second. I'm really happy with the machine. I'm in it right now. However, I typically use the ATVs because they're a little lighter footprint around the farm. So it's going to cool down tomorrow, man. I hope so. June 21st, that's when the first day of summer is. Gotcha. So we're still in the spring and we're on triple digits. I got into triple digits yesterday in the shade here on the Stony Ridge. Unbelievable. The weather said it was only 95 degrees, only 95, but it was in triple digits up on my front porch yesterday. So Awesome, awesome stuff. But in case you guys are wondering, the person that asked about the Kubota UTV, this is the Kubota RTV X1140. It's been a great machine. You can see it, the whole thing there, but it is loud and it is slow. And you're going to see that it's loud here in just a second. And if I'm in a hurry to get something done on the other side of the farm, a four-wheeler or even the dirt bike I've got, so much better to zip around. But for live streams, yeah. Have you thought about putting a misting system near your waterers? No, that would be a mud hole system. We don't need a misting system for the cattle. We need to keep the cows in the shade, and that's what you're getting ready to go see. Cool, good stuff. Welcome, guys. Stick around. We're going to do a question and answer. This live stream will not be an hour long. This is going to be a 40-minute live stream, and that's it. So hopefully, if you guys are watching on your lunch break, I hope you're having a great day. We're going to turn the camera around. We're going to zip all the way over to the other side of the farm. So let's take care of camera flippage real quick. If I see your questions come across while I'm driving, I'll do my best to answer them. Here we go. I've got to get these three vehicles out of the driveway soon. So RNG, that is my wintertime side-by-side now. The Mustang is going up to the mega shop. Got to get this out of the way, and the Dodge needs to go up into the mega shop and be put under cover. So, awesome. Getting ready to pass the garden, and you guys will see the garden's doing pretty well. We've got a couple gardening videos coming out this weekend. Garden looks good. It's really dry, and those raised beds are holding the moisture, which is great. Chickens. Chickens need water. I just saw that. I'm gonna have to get them some water and feed here in a second. Let's see. No rain expected for a while. We might get rain. Mega shop full air conditioning. Not yet. We're gonna go see if we got any eggs real quick, because the eggs are part of the fly trap that I'm using. Let's see if the girls have laid us any eggs today. It's been so hot that the chickens haven't even been laying eggs. What you doing, girls? Check my egg boxes. Whoop. Nope. No eggs? Yeah, no eggs today. It's too hot. Chickens aren't even laying. It's too hot, too cold. They don't lay. Alrighty. Garden looks great. Thank you, Ann. Thank you, Scott. Thank you. Good to see all you guys. Dwayne from Kentucky. Yeah, folks, tell me where you're watching. Also, leave me some comments. Tell me what you'd like to see more of on the Stony Ridge on our regularly scheduled videos. Now, where we're going on the farm, our service is going to be a little bit spotty, so bear with me as we move the cows. Like I said, we're going to have a little bit of spotty service. We're going way back on the backside here, furthest north point on the farm. Yeah, guys, let me know where you're watching. We got Virginia, lots of Kentucky, Missouri. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. We're about to hit that 700,000 follower mark on YouTube, which is so cool. And we're pushing up on 100,000 followers on Facebook. So thanks, guys. Wisconsin, right on. I love that 70s show, supposedly based in Wisconsin. Cold weather up there. North Dakota, Oregon. I guess you guys got some snow up in North Dakota recently. Lenoir, North Carolina, Florida. Which internet service provider? I use Starlink internet. A lot of folks have asked questions about Starlink. I've been on the waiting list for a year, blah, blah, blah. Well, wait. You're going to have to wait, especially in this crazy economy. So don't lose hope. It's not Burger King, not your way right away, and it's not Amazon either. we're all taking for granted that everything comes so quickly. We have to step it back just a little bit. Looks like we got Massachusetts, Indiana, Texas, Pensacola, Florida. I'd like to be down there, man. I woke up this morning singing Jimmy Buffett. All right. First we're gonna go down and look at the cows. Then we've got a little something I've got to do. Try to figure out how to do this without getting shot by the electric fence. These are, we're down in the pawpaw grove, guys. So this is down next to the creek, and you'll see red ribbons tied around these trees down here. There's a few of them that have red ribbons tied around them, and they are pawpaw trees. So I've got them marked. This is a pawpaw grove, and I've got them marked so I can pick the pawpaws later on in the late summer, about August, end of August. You guys caught the Tool Tuesday video yesterday. That was filmed right down here just a couple days ago. My guess is the cows will be down here in the coolest place on the whole farm, and the field we're going to be moving them on to is going to be this field right here. Welcome. I see you guys piling in here. Happy lunch break. Happy Wednesday. Welcome. Okay, yeah, I see a few of them down here. Just got hit in the face with a limb. That was kind of nice. Oh, goodness. I can smell where they're down here too. I can smell the manure. This guy's been hanging out in the coolest part of the farm for a few days now, and your minds are going to be blown when you see these fly traps. They're insane. Okay. Do you think they missed their daddy? I think they're missing their daddy, huh? Hey, guys. All right. Man, I'm going to try. Let's see if I can make a comment here. I don't even know if I can. I don't think I can. It sure would be nice if I could. Jaws of life with UFO furniture. What are you guys talking about? Voltage of electric fence. Voltage does not matter. Okay. All right. First thing I want to show you, fly fixed. This is it. This is fly fixed. Look at these fly traps. Oh my gosh. This is severely reducing the fly load on my animals right here, guys. This is called fly fixed. Look at all those flies. So we just put them in the area that the flies are going to be hanging out. And this thing will be slap full of flies in probably 2 days. And I just have them hanging on the fence right here. There's a link and a pinned comment over on YouTube, okay? We're not going to give these away today, but down inside there is some nasty, nasty stuff. There's some rotten eggs and nasty stuff. Now I hang these down and they stay pretty close to the ground. There's 2 of them here. This one just has cat food, wet cat food in it. This one has rotten egg in it. You can see the difference in that rotten egg. It really draws in the flies. Isn't that cool? They're only like $7 or $8, something like that, for like a 4-pack. And I just have 2 in this area. I also have some that I keep next to the waterers. Excuse me. Just ordered some fly fix from the channel. Awesome, Kevin. Awesome, brother. Cool. So these are the girls, and excuse me, I think I may have inhaled a fly. So they're a little fussy here, but I don't think we're gonna move them today. They're like, no, you're moving us. Here's Tammy. How you doing, Tammy? So you can see there are a lot less flies. She might have 3 or 4 on her face right there, but man, this has really severely reduced the amount of flies. And also having the cows in the shade in here has really reduced the amount of flies on the cows too. So what we're working is working. What's the brand? It's called Fly Fixed. If you scroll up to the top of the chat window, Joanna, you'll see a link right there. Okay, and gosh, let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can create a banner for you guys. So let me do that. Paste. Boy, I have a frog in my throat. Use banners to da 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 da. I don't know. I don't know. It won't let me post a comment. Hey, man, you can be quiet. Oh, goodness. Welcome to the Mootastic Farm. Oh, goodness. Good morning from Stanwood, Washington. Let's see if I can put a comment. Post comment. Here we go. Will it let me do it? Oh, come on. I know it'll let me do it. No idea. And no idea what I just did. Good gracious. Well, it won't let me pin a comment, but guys, after the fact, we'll fix it up, okay? All right, so let's walk out real quick and we'll show you the forage that these cows still have. There's still some weeds growing out in here, but the cows have access to about 8 acres right now. And we've still got a little bit of forage out here. So we're going to let them munch this down just a little bit more before we move them. I also have a section of pasture up here that I need to ensure that my gate is in the proper place. So might have to tune in and move the cows. But here's what we have to do, guys. And I know the service is a little bit bad down here, but when we're going through a heat wave like this, we have to ensure that our cows have a nice, cool place to lounge. And that's what this is. We're down on the creek. This is the coolest place on the entire farm. And a lot of times I'll leave these cows, let them have continual access. They heard me say cow. I'll let them have continuous access to this area. Woo! Boy, they are excited, aren't they? I think when I say the word cow, I think sets them off. Oh, goodness. All right. So, you know what? I think I will move them. I think since we got you guys here live, I think we should move them. What do you think? Have you heard about the farm in Kansas that lost their entire herd? Not sure why. Said heat hadn't been too bad. I think out west it's been pretty darn hot. It's been in the hundreds, but there could be an illness that got in that herd. Who knows, man? Who knows? You know, stranger things have happened. Lightning strikes. Lightning kills a lot of cows, guys, for sure. Now, I talked to my Farm Bureau agent, and he said, oh, well, you can insure your cows. I was like, insure my cows? He's like, yeah, against lightning strikes, accidental death, if they were to get out or something like that, you can insure them. Whew. Man, I don't want to pay any more insurance for that, but you can do that. So had no idea you can insure your cows. I'm going to get a swallow of water right quick because my throat, I've got a frog in my throat. Then we're going to do some trivia. All right. So down here with the cows, this is the wag bar. This is what we're going to do. We're going to give a case of these away. Now, if you're watching after the fact, you can still win this case. You just have to answer this question appropriately. Right? So, what size, if you guys are super fans of the channel, what size is the Mega Shop? What's the size? It's so and so wide by so and so long. What size is the Mega Shop? The second correct answer that comes across my screen is going to get hooked up. Cool. This is so good. All right. Now, this answer comes across my screen. Philip, you got the right answer. If you guess it again, you might get it. Wow, lots of right answers here, but the second one is the one I'm going to go with, okay, guys? So, Kevin Langley, longtime fan of the channel. Kevin, hit me up via email, brother. We're going to get you a case of these Wag bars. They are delicious. This is check it out. It's Wagyu beef. Delish. It's not real fatty. It's just absolutely delicious. 14 grams of protein. So that's how I lost all the weight, man. I cut my diet down. I stopped eating all those carbs and I started going with the high protein diet. Now, check with your doctor before you do that, but it totally worked. That exercise lowered stress. If you've got something that's stressing you out in your life, find a way to work on that, and that'll help you lose some weight, that's for sure. Guys, lots of awesome correct answers. Thank you all so much. What do you think about doing a giveaway once a week like that? What do you guys think? Should we do it? It's up to you. I think everybody deserves a chance to win something. This would be the best place you could ever win something, right? So, a story about the Wag bar. Those guys reached out to me. I reached out to them. They were farmers, okay? They had a special breed of Wagyu beef, and they came up with this idea to make Wagyu beef bars. Now, it's not beef jerky, so it's interesting. I think it's cool. You'll see a lot more of that, and we'll do a lot more giveaways. I think we're going to make a partnership with those guys. And, you know, like we used to do the super clean giveaways, we're going to do that with the Wagyu bars, Wag bars. So, awesome. Congrats to the winner. Just go to stonyridgefarmer.com, Kevin, and email me. I think you've emailed me before. Go to stonyridgefarmer.com, click contact us, and shoot me an email. I think we're going to move the girls. I think we're going to move the cows this morning. What do you guys think? My first guess, 112 by 50, and I changed it. Well, you weren't the second person to guess it. So $10 super chat popping up. Cody Lee says, thanks for great content. If you could only have one TYM tractor, which one would you choose? I've got to get me a tractor and leaning towards the T654. I like the 574 tractor. It depends on your property size, brother. So the hat you're wearing, somebody asked me, is that the original one from you started? So it's the same hat, but these hats get roasted, man. So this is just a straw hat. I'll tell you what happened to the first one. It got nasty and rotten, but this keeps the sun off your ears, and you can also bend it down like this if you need to. The first hat got nasty, it got rotten. The second hat was eaten by a deer. So I had a little campfire and was hanging out by the campfire, and I left my hat laying there overnight. It had a salt ring sweat into it, and a deer, either a deer or a squirrel, ate my hat. That was pretty funny. So Philip White spelled pawpaw, and it's a fruit native to the U.S. Yeah, it's the largest Native American tropical fruit, native to the continental United States. Pretty cool. Pawpaws. You'll see those in the fall, closer to the fall. So let's go ahead and move the girls and boys. You guys ready? Yeah? I think they're ready. Woo! All right, here's a testimony to how tight this fence is as I jump over it right now. Woo! Oh, baby. Don't like to do that, but that's the only option for down here. Now, for those of you who are super concerned about cows having flies on them, you have to remember this is not your living room, okay? This is a cow pasture. This is a farm, and cows are gonna have flies. Manure attracts flies. Cows are going to have flies. So when you see them walk by, you're gonna see some flies. It's normal, guys. It's normal. It's okay, all right? It's okay. Are you wearing eyeliner? No, I'm tired, and these are black rings around my eyes. Are you wearing eyeliner? Does it look like I'm wearing eyeliner? Oh yeah, I like to get my makeup on before I go move the cows. It's a good time. Pretty funny. I got the Stony live stream. CH says, yep, Sherry Poodle. It's not a dog. Pawpaw, also called cherry. What was that? Cherry Moya source up. Okay, cool. Didn't know that. If you're in need of those you need those fully automatic salt guns. Nah, that would scare the crap out of the cows, man. Gallagher makes a fence charger that you can turn off from anywhere on the farm with a remote control. Nice. That's a good idea for sure. How many pheasants ended up hatching? 2, and they did not make it. When you have 2 small animals like that, 2 pheasants, they did not make it. So I took them over to, well, they didn't make it on my farm. So I took them out to the chicken coop once they got a little bit bigger, and one of them died before I could even get them out to the chicken coop. That's the one I had to assist with the hatching. So lesson learned there, always get good quality hatching eggs. So, oh God, he doesn't wear makeup. Crazy to wear that stuff in the summer. Yeah, I don't wear eyeliner. I'm not wearing makeup. Sorry, that's not my bag, dog. All right, woo, woo, girls, come on, babies. Woo, yes, come on. This is my gate handle. I don't have to turn the fence off to move them. Come on, girls. Woo, come on. Come on, girls. Woo! Woo, babies. Come on. Folks ask me all the time, oh, you need dogs. Why don't you get some dogs so you can run them cows? Well, this is a low-stress animal move right here. Check it out, guys. They're waiting on me to do this. They love it when I do this. This is what these animals live for. Woo! Come on, babies. And Tammy will come on in last here. Come on, girls. Come on, Tammy. There you go, girl. All right. All right. Now, you see, I didn't have to turn the fence off. I made these the other day. If you guys didn't catch the little live stream with me making them, there'll also be a post, I think, this Friday, making this handle right here out of old scrap pipe. May have already posted it. I can't remember. There's like, guys, there's close to 1,400 videos out here on YouTube and Facebook. So yeah, I get it when the ads play in the middle of your replays and live streams. David, long comment. While when live, it cuts your stories and we miss the content. Not what we came for. So much complaining. I'm sorry, bro. I don't put the ads in, man. This is YouTube hosts this, okay? So YouTube and Facebook host this content. In order to host this content, they have to pay for YouTube and Facebook. So in order to do that, ads pop up. That's it. That's how they pay for the platform. This stuff isn't free. They've got thousands of employees, and at least there maybe, I don't know, maybe tens of thousands of employees. At least those people are working, right? So it's creating jobs. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, brother. I'm sorry that an ad popped up for you. But typically the ad will pop up when you click the video. It'll pop up and it'll populate. So, and you can click skip the ad. I'm sorry about that, but that's just the way it is, man. And guys, whether you like it or not, it costs it costs Google to keep YouTube rolling, and it costs Facebook to keep Facebook rolling too, man. This stuff is it's expensive to keep all this stuff rolling. So we're gonna go out here and take a look at the cows real quick because they are grazing already. I'm gonna turn the camera around. That's what I'm doing, touching all these buttons. There we go. So this is where the cows just came through. That was 42 cows, I do believe. I have not counted them in a while. We've got so many babies that I haven't counted them in a while. So everybody's out here. Everybody's looking good. I do have to go up and turn the electric fence off. So we've got a little traveling to do. You guys want to travel around? See a little bit more of the farm? We got to go turn the electric fence off, circle back down here, and adjust this guy right here, the waterer. I'll show you that real quick. This is some repair that I made just the other day. I came up here and moved a bunch of dirt into a gully to help fix that up. So right now, the cows have access to a waterer on the other side, but they don't have access to this waterer right here, okay? So I've got to run up, shut off the electric fence, which is way up there. I'm actually going to bring it down here, and this is where the cows will be getting their water, okay? So they've got a waterer here and another waterer way down there. The paddock we just put these cows on is still right here, okay? So we're putting them on a huge piece of land right now. I say huge, probably a 15-acre paddock because it's hot, okay? I'm out of breath. Walking up that hill. I'll tell you, this hot weather has dehydrated me for sure, guys. It's been really hard on me, hard on the animals, just hard on everybody. All right, so the cows are in here. What they're gonna do, they're gonna go out in this grass, and they're gonna munch around, and then they're gonna go test the fence. They're gonna find the only spot that the fence is open, and they're gonna test it. So I've gotta go move real quick here. Turn the camera back around. We're gonna go for a little road trip. You guys wanna go around the farm a little bit? Do you have live creeks on the farm? There are 3 ponds on the farm, and there are 6 creeks on this property. So yeah, the cows are really excited right now. How are the bees doing in the heat? The bees are doing fine. They can tolerate heat. Like and subscribe, guys. I even answer your crazy questions. That's right. Oh, it's all good, man. You don't like it, you don't have to like it. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. If you don't worry about it. Don't cost nothing. If you want to become a channel member, you're welcome to do that too. If you want to send a super chat, you're welcome to do that too. It's all good, man. Doesn't matter to me. I appreciate you guys being here. Just being here is enough. Clicking that share button is the best thing you can do for me, or click that little notification bell so it notifies you when I post another video. That's where it's at, so you guys don't miss these live streams. So we got to do a lap. We're gonna run up here, turn the electric fence off. We got to move kind of quick, so hang tight with me, guys. And there's a really tight spot up here that oftentimes it could tip over the machine. I think we'll make it today. You guys want to watch where we're going? When you leave, Tracy, when you leave a comment that long, it's really hard for me to read it. Do you need to drink more water? Drink more water before you go out messing with the cattle and keep a gallon or so. Yeah. Yeah, I just use common sense. And my water is back here. So, yeah, of course. I carry water with me everywhere I go on the farm. Absolutely, especially in this heat when I'm out there working. And we got to make sure that the cows have the best water possible too. Cool. Just got to use common sense. You get out here and get dehydrated and fall down in the bushes somewhere and they don't find you for a week, that's a bad day. I do keep my phone with me everywhere I go. So let's turn the camera around. always keep my phone with me. That way I can ask Siri to notify the authorities if I'm stuck in the bushes. All right, it's gonna be a little spotty for a second. We're gonna zip out here and then we're gonna come right back. This is why I built the fence the way I built it. With my friends at Farm Fence Solutions, we built this fence to where we could drive around the outside like this. All right, it's a little tight right here. It doesn't look like it on camera, but I gotta go in 4-wheel drive. There's a hump that gets me pretty close to the fence. Oh, that's a pucker factor of 7. Hang tight, guys. I'll answer some of your questions in just a second. Just cruising up here to shut the electric fence off. Okay, here we go. These are some of the hay bales I had brought out here the other day. We unloaded those live on I believe we're on Facebook and we unloaded those live. Alrighty. Don't jump out of a moving vehicle, Josh. I just did. Okay, we're gonna turn this guy off right there. So that turns the IntelliShock off. And we're gonna go, we gotta go all the way down there and move the fence. So we gotta zip all the way back down to where we just were. Farming. This is farming. How many acres do you have? 150 acres. I have a Bubba can. I fill it with water. Yeah, I use these little water jugs. Scott says, let's go for a road trip. We're on it, brother. What is this? Have many of your water trenches. I have no idea what that. I don't know what that means, man. If you're gonna type out a question or a comment and you're using talk to text, proofread it. Proofread it before you post it, okay? Here's one thing I don't like about the Kubota. You gotta turn it around like Austin Powers. Ugh, it's ridiculous. It's like turning a school bus around. Oh, it's beautiful out here. Thank you. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, we're headed down to make some adjustments to our watering system so that the cows have plenty of water, guys. That's the main thing. When it's hot like this, it's supposed to be 94 today. It's 88 degrees right now. When it's hot like this, we've got to keep our cows in the shade and we've got to keep them in water. And we've got to keep them in good forage too. There's a whole lot to this farming thing that people don't ever talk about. And here's where we get a little tipsy. Oh, ho, ho, ho. A little close right there to the fence. He is putting along, I'm reading your comment. He is putting along on the farm, no helmets required for that. Why would I wear a helmet? You're using a GoPro. Nope, this is an iPhone. This is an iPhone 12. I'm not gonna wear a helmet riding around on my farm unless I'm ripping it up or doing something stupid. But typically, I mean, we're going 6 miles an hour here, guys. is this here? I know you sold it in the videos, but I forget which is bigger, the house lot, or is it the one across? What are you talking? I don't know what you're talking about. I know you said it in the videos. I forget which is bigger, the house lot or the one across the street. I have no idea what you're talking about. Yep, good old happy cows. Clarify your statement and I'll answer it. I don't know what you're talking about. What's bigger, the house across the street, or I don't know anything about house across the street. Any way to widen that closed out area? Eventually. That deters other people from coming down too, so a little adventure never hurt anybody, right? Okay, here's where we just moved the cows to. Obviously the heat's not bothering them too much because they're out there chowing down already. Surprised they haven't gone and tested the fence yet like little velociraptors. Hey Josh, how's it going, buddy? Can't wait to see what you build out of, yeah. Would you rather have a farm in the White Mountains? I don't know what the heck the White Mountains are, man. Don't know what the White Mountains are. We got the Blue Ridge Mountains here in North Carolina and the Smokies. Here's the girls. Hey guys. Good looking cows. I can't think of a place I'd rather live anywhere on this planet than right here where I'm at. Back through the Pawpaw Grove. All this is where the cows are going to be. So this is all undergrowth silvo pasture. In other words, cows can graze in the forest right here. All right. We're going to do a little fence hopping. Okay. Trying to think. Is this the edge of your property? No. I think the White Mountains are in Vermont. Are the mosquitoes bad? No mosquitoes. Don't have any mosquito problems here on the farm. Although we don't have stagnant water laying around. When you have a stagnant water or swampy areas or something like that, without frogs and critters, I mean, we've got frogs and critters all over this farm. So when you have stagnant water that's just sitting around, that's when you start getting mosquitoes. When you have old tires laying around, or your neighbor doesn't clean their gutters out like they're supposed to, or you don't clean your gutters out, that's when you get your mosquitoes. Old metal junk laying around. I work very hard. Missing a follow me drone cam view. Sorry, bro, this is a live stream. That ain't gonna happen. So the cows have access to everything we're walking through right now. Okay. Big, beautiful oak trees in here. I'll show you guys here in a second, as soon as I get the fence squared away. I don't want my animals to do without water, and I don't want them getting through this fence. So we've got to fix it. You'll understand a little more here in a second. Ooh, walking uphill and talking's a little bit rough. I think hot weather will get you out of breath. No mountain bike today. Folks that are looking out for the mountain bike channel, it's called Trail Monkey. That's my mountain bike channel. It's just going to be a little bit of what I do in my spare time. However, I haven't had any spare time, so there are no videos over there. Just one video right now. Little intro vid. Now, there's a thing we don't get very much on the farm. You hear it right now. A siren. So this is a waterer. They have access to this waterer, but there's a hole in the gate. it's not practical, but I saw a streaming app. Yeah, dude, running a live stream like this with a drone would be useless. I can't talk to you. So that's what this is all about. Trail monkey. That sounds funky. Like brass monkey? Keep? What are we watching here? What happened to the crazy neighbor? I think you asked the same question last week, or somebody did. Nothing happened to the crazy neighbor. They're still up there. They're still not... I'm still not the biggest fan of said crazy neighbor, but I don't talk to him anymore. So when things are crazy and people are acting crazy, eliminate them from your life. And then you won't have to worry about it anymore, right? So that's the scenario with the quote unquote crazy neighbor. I don't know why the camera's turned that way, but I'll show you guys what I'm doing here. All I'm doing, I've got a little handle right here, and I've got a hole in the fence right there. So this is all energized all the way back to the fence controller, which is at the top of the hill. All I'm doing is taking this and I'm going to stretch it right across here so the cows can get plenty to drink. That's what I'm doing. So up, and in this time of year, the ground is so hard, guys. Come on, baby, you can do it. There we go. And the ground is so hard that it's very difficult for me to step in these posts, which is just part of farm life, I guess. Just part of dealing with the heat. Okay. There we go. All right. Okay, you got to work with me a little bit better there, Mr. Wire. We got to work together on this. There we go. Now we're cooking with Crisco. Cool. Cool. All right, so this area is good to go. Cows are good to go. They can come on up here, they can drink, and they can't get through this little hole. Again, they've got tons of acreage right now to munch on. We also, after the live stream, I'm going to go down where we just were, and I'll adjust that wire so that they can get to 2 different waterers in 2 different places. They'll be lounging in the woods in the forest, and that was the title of the video, so we really got to address that. The cows need shade. They need a cool spot. We cannot leave these black Angus beef cows out in the hot, hot sun. Now, whether that shade comes from a shade tree like this right here, which is in this pasture over here, or whether that shade comes from having some silvopasture, which is what we have down here, that's what we've got to do in the hot, hot times. So when you see cows that are out in say in the high desert country, like in Nevada or Wyoming, and there are no trees out there, you might see a cottonwood tree sitting way, way out, and all the cows will be bunched up under it. That's not a good thing, guys. It's not what we're looking for. Even the feedlots have shelters for the cows to keep them cool, and probably a misting system also. With the humidity up around 75% here, and the temperatures up, the heat index over 100 degrees, it's borderline cruel to have your cows out there. And from a health standpoint and a weight gain standpoint, our cows need to be gaining weight. Okay, so even the mama cows, they need to be recovering and gaining weight. And in order for them to do that, we have to provide the optimum atmosphere for them, which is a nice cool place to lay down, plenty of good food and water. So that's what it's all about. Today we sure have access to better equipment. Makes farming so much easier. I don't know if anything's easy. You know, the equipment that I'm using here is simply poly wire and electric fence equipment. So Josh, do you have any feral hog problems? No, we don't have feral hogs up here where I live. We do have armadillos. Armadillos are starting to come. I'm going to throw this. This is driving me crazy. There's a piece of wood right here, middle of the trail. We have armadillos, but no feral hogs. Andrea says, my favorite farm and favorite cows. Awesome. Good to have you. Andrea's over on Facebook. You technically brought bought 2 lots of land. I want to know which one is bigger. Okay, now that makes sense. Thank you for clarifying your question. I actually bought 3 parcels of land when we started building and or buying this farm. This section of land right here is 90 acres. On this 90 acres of farmland, approximately 65 of it is cleared, okay? I think it's 48 of it is fenced right now. I've got another 25 acres or so to fence. So yeah, that's this side of the farm, and the other side was 60 acres. And I'll just go on and spill it all for you. Here in North Carolina, I bought the land. It's approximately 7 years ago. Land was a little cheaper back then, and this was an overgrown brush pile. It was a disaster of a farm. No high quality lumber, no high quality timber, no high quality forage, no fencing, no nothing. And I paid about $1,800 an acre for the land I'm standing on, and about $2,000 an acre for the land that's over there. Now, what have I done? I built a following here on social media, along with working as a registered nurse, along with my wife working as a registered nurse, who no longer lives here with me. We are fully divorced, and we will not rekindle this marriage whatsoever. So along with all that, we worked together. She worked at the hospital 3 days a week. I worked at the hospital as a PRN or relief nurse for 2 days a week. And I worked on the farm for the other 7 days, pretty much, building the farm. So yeah, absolutely. Only 5 million will survive. Billions of corporated. Later, dude. We're not the quantum blah blah blah. We're not playing your game, bro. Sorry. You're out of here. So anyway, we've that's how the farm got built. So now at $1,800 an acre, let's just talk about cost. You guys are curious about this stuff. You want to hear about some cost? Tell me if you don't want to hear about cost. So we're starting getting more bears up in Franklin County. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of bears up that way. Stewart, Virginia area, Patrick County, Franklin County. I ride bikes up there a lot, bicycles. So no cost. You don't want to hear about cost. Okay. How's the snakes around there? We keep it mowed so we don't have a lot of snakes. If you don't have mice to feed the snakes, then you don't have a lot of snakes. Just that simple. So I keep it mowed, and or the cows keep it mowed, and we don't have a snake problem. So yeah. Why didn't you get shocked? Because we just went and turned the fence off. Where were you? We missed you. Yeah, what kind of profits are you making? Yeah, right, bro. Yeah, right. Okay. You're not gonna start a farm in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, start ripping in some profits. You're not. Imagine what it cost me to put in these water systems. Okay, so I have 10 of these mirror fount waterers to the tune of about $800 a pop. Okay, not counting the concrete or anything. So there's $1,000 sitting on each one of these pedestals. There's 10 of them. There's $10,000. How much money do you think I'm making on these cows? Think about it. I'm building a first generation farm. Okay, so I have income. I take my income, and every dime that I earn here that you guys are watching, that you're watching here on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and Reddit and Instagram and TikTok and all of that is work. Whether you respect it as a job or not, it is work, and it is a ton of work, guys. So all of that money that I've earned off of there gets put right back into the land as a place to teach and showcase what a person like me or like you does to make a successful farm. Will we turn a profit this year? If you subtract the cost of the watering system, we will turn a profit this year. So far, the cows have netted me about $5,060 of income, okay, this year here on the farm. Now, do you think that working all day, every day out here and building water systems and putting up shops and buildings and buying tractors and stuff like that, do you think that that is currently sustainable? It's not. However, You've got to break eggs to make an omelet. Okay, so we can't just jump in. If you're starting a restaurant, you're going to go into debt $500,000. Just think if you want to build a Subway. Look into that. Go on to Google. I've looked at this because I thought about it. I wanted to open a Planet Fitness, a Subway. I've considered all this, a Chipotle. I've considered all this stuff as businesses. And when you go to do that, you're going to spend $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. So that's what you're seeing at work, building a future, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. So buying the farm, we just gave you the math, $2,000 an acre for 60 acres, $120,000. This piece of property cost $180,000. Insurance, fuel, taxes, vehicles, water systems, pipe, fencing, all that. There's $250,000 worth of fencing on this property. Okay. You're not going to jump into farming and just all of a sudden start raining farm money on you. Okay. It's just not going to happen. So most people that are farming nowadays aren't first generation farmers, and they're most certainly not doing what I'm doing here. Okay. And they're not bringing it to you and sharing it with you and sharing when I fail, when I screw up, I'm the first one to tell you. And when I have a triumph, I'm the first one to tell you. So that's it. There's massive startup cost here. And those costs are offset by the best way in 2022 and back and forward to diversify your farm income, which is social media. That's the new farm income diversification, guys. That's it. That's what I do. I create content for a living. Okay. I build a farm and I show it to you guys and share it with you guys for a living. So that's what it is. That's what it's all about. Now the super chats are coming in. Ranching Abroad, 1999. Thank you so much, brother. And David Alexander, thank you. $10. So that's towards hay, man. Okay, so $9,400 is the hay bill for this year. $9,400. It's it costs money to build this farm. It does, and that's it. It costs money to build a mega shop. It costs money to do this stuff. However, I hope you guys can appreciate the hard work that I put into bringing it to you and sharing it with you, and also connecting with you like this on a live stream, because other folks that are doing what I'm doing aren't doing this. They're not taking you along as we move the cows. And you saw today's morning work. That's what this morning's work was. And I waited to do it till you guys got a little lunch break or something like that so I could take it. If you subtract the cost to rent, do you have to spend from the land costs, food costs, doable? It's much more doable than you think. Now, you're talking about renting property, leasing property, okay? Well, here's my take on that, and Greg Judy will argue with me all day long. However, where am I going to rent property that's usable farmland right here where I'm at? There is no usable farmland next to me. Greg, if you guys know who Greg Judy is, Greg has an awesome deal. Joel Salatin up at Polyface, they all live in farm country. And when you live in farm country and there are abandoned farms all around you, then it's very simple to lease farms. But it's not very simple for most folks to lease farms. My grandmother has a farm, two farms actually, that are farms. They're just land, okay, with fences around them. One of them is 365 acres and the other one is 100 acres, okay? They are 20 minutes away. I don't lease them. I don't, because I can't do anything with something that's 20 minutes away. If I have a cow that is in distress and it's 20 minutes away from me, that's a 40-minute round trip drive at least. I have to leave an ATV over there. I have to leave a tractor over there. It's just unbelievable, the logistics of leasing a piece of land. So if you're a first generation farmer, you're going to struggle. If you're a third or fourth or fifth generation farmer, you're going to struggle. You guys know it. This Raiden just says, I'm a third generation farmer. And yeah, tell folks, it's not, it's not raining money out, and the government's not handing out checks to farmers like you guys think. The news media will have you believe that the government's just passing out dollar bills to farmers or whatever. I applied for 3 years. I applied for Nrcs grants to put this water system in here on my farm. It's a $50,000 project here, guys. I did it myself. I knew I'd save money. I knew I would, if I did get the NRCS grant, that I would save money and I'd be able to afford a cost share to be able to pay for all this water system. Instead, I got nothing. I'm the only guy around that I know of within, I don't know, 100 miles of me in my county. I'm the only guy around that I know of that built this high quality fence to keep the animals out of the watershed and out of the creeks. I'm the only guy that I know that's put in this amount of waterers here as a first generation farmer. I'm the only guy anywhere that I know is doing this, okay? And giving you the down low, giving you the reality behind this. So it was quite disappointing to not to not get in on the cost share grant money that's out there that my tax dollars are paying for. It was disappointing. And also when I see farmers up the road that have one little dirt lot and the government paid for a well and for water tanks and stuff to be drilled in, only to see that abandoned and having no livestock on it whatsoever. And that is what happens, okay? It's upsetting to me. I get quite passionate. What is this? They did for minority farmers. Minority can be, a woman can be a minority, so it's not racial. So you can't say it's racial or racially driven. I don't think it's racially driven. I just think it's driven by demand. And if there's an old pig farm down the road here that's been doing it wrong for years and years and years, and they've got a big slurry pond that's leaking off into the river, I get it. I see it. That's why they got the grant, because they were stupid in the first place. They did it wrong. They did it wrong and they got rewarded for it. I was told, fence in your creeks and let your cows go into your creeks and ponds. And when we come and we see that, we'll see that there's a need for it. And then you can get on the grant program. What? Did you hear that? How can a system like this work? How can it work? I'll tell you how it works. Oh man, there's a plane right there. Holy cow. It's a jet. We don't get many jets pop out of the airport. That thing just came zooming across here. It's probably going 800 miles an hour. Wow. So what you're hearing, Purina Dog Chow, Purina, the company, just is building a new factory over here. And that was a Purina jet taking off right there. So can you please read my text? I'm trying to get a start in my cattle farm country. I call it farming abroad. What tips can you give me for YouTube? Well, I can give you the first tip. Email me and don't put it in. I can't tell you how to build a YouTube channel. You have to get out and research what you need to do to build your social media following. So, Chris says, I love how you have added hustle to your dream to make it happen. Dude, you know, I never in a million years, and reach back, everybody. Pat yourself on the back, because you're the reason why I'm here. You're the reason why this farm is being built. You're the reason. You're 100%. And I respect that. And I thank you all so much for being here. And I hope you can appreciate the content. I hope you're learning. I hope we're all growing as people here for sure. But yeah, I never in a million years, I went out to sharpen the bush hog blades. Check it out. When we get done here, guys, go back to the first Stony Ridge Farmer video and you will see one awkward dude. It's pretty funny. So, especially with gas prices up, can't travel more than, yeah, exactly. Since you're talking numbers, how much can a guy, you want to know how much I make on social media. And I'm not going to tell you how much I make on social media because it's none of your business. It's not. But you can see the money getting spent here, okay? You can see it. I'll tell you this. I live in a 14 by 80, 30-year-old, 32, almost 33-year-old mobile home, okay? I don't drive a Lambo. I'm not Mr. Beast, okay? I'm building my farm with the diversified income from YouTube. So that's it, man. Yeah, asking people their income is rude. I asked my sister the other day. She's like, "Well, I make good money." I was like, "Well, how much money do you make?" She's like, "I'm not telling you. That's family." That's my sister. Uh, but no, I'm not wearing eyeliner. Somebody asked that. It's dude. I've been working. I've been burning the candle at both ends, and I'm dark circles around my eyes, man. Work hard, be friendly to your neighbors, except for oh, you got to kill the friend. You got to kill them with kindness, man. Even the ones that don't want to get along with you, you got to kill them with kindness. How much Bitcoin did you unload from the silos the other day? What silos and what Bitcoin, bro? Working a full-time job in IT while building our farm from scratch has been a challenge. Thank you, Furco. What was that? Furco Family Farm. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm showing you what works and what doesn't work, man. That's awesome. No offense meant. Nah, it's okay. TM Summer. I'm just going to tell you, man. You know, we just don't do that. I don't ask my doctor how much money he makes, and I don't ask my postman how much money they make. It just, but you see it. You see it all getting put right back into the farm here. You just see it. You see that shop building up there? That's a huge building, a huge undertaking, and you see it. You just see it on the farm. So there we go, which is outstanding. Great. Thank you. So Heavy Metal sends a $20 Nrcs grant to me. Thanks, buddy. Thank you so much for the super chat. Working on a 60-yard driveway, last pour in the morning, humid, heat index over 100. Just got to keep on keeping on. I guess you probably got to keep that wet too while it's drying. Watching still, there's tons of questions, guys, so keep asking, okay? And if you want me to see your question, throw it in a super chat or all caps. It's easy enough. We love watching your farm work. You're a great man. Thank you. Thank you, Carol. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Are they really trying to pay farmers not to farm? I don't know about that. Nothing in my world has approached me and tried to pay me not to farm. I don't care what Bill Gates is doing. I don't care. I don't care what the ultra wealthy are doing. They don't control me. They only control you if you let them control you through the news media. Okay, guys? They don't control me. They don't control what I do. I'm sure they could put the pressure on me if they decided to target Stony Ridge Farmer if they wanted to. I'm sure they could, but I think they've got better things to do. And I think that Bill Gates knows that land is a good investment. Okay. I'm jealous of North Carolina and the metal building companies trying to find a real steel builder in Missouri. They're out there. They're out there. Watching you from North Florida, it's 96 here. Let me tell you guys, I am dying for a change in latitude. If you get my drift, I want to go for a beach vacation so bad it's driving me crazy. The bad thing is I don't have, I no longer have a wife to take to the beach with me. So I'm relying on friends. And when you go down to the beach with a bunch of buddies, a bunch of guy buddies, you end up having a headache in the morning sometimes. And I don't want that either. I didn't expect my life to get disrupted by the big D, the big divorce thing. You know, it's been tough. Yeah, I'm dying to go to the beach. I am dying. Yeah, my 40-minute live stream, we're going to take it to an hour and 20. Slaughtering is a real bottleneck for us too. Whoever just left that comment, they're a year out. Next May is the first time I can get my animals in to process for beef, which may be a blessing in some ways because it's going to take me that long to get the butcher shop set up here in the Stony Ridge Farm mega shop. So can you get guaranteed? I don't buy more than 1,000 gallons of fuel. I don't burn 1,000 gallons of fuel. Watching from South Carolina, Morehead City. Come to Rockfish Tournament. A lot of ladies there. That's funny. Did the stress of the farm cause the divorce? Okay, we can talk about that. News media, what's that? Don't watch any of it. I don't either. I quit. So, yeah. No, the stress of farming did not cause the divorce. I have no idea, man. I have no, I mean, I have no idea. And I hope she's not watching. I've told her, please stop watching. This is toxic to you. It's toxic to your life to watch this. She got up and packed up and rolled out the door one evening. And I can, everybody can be hard to live with. I get it. I can be hard to live with. She can be hard to live with. You can be hard to live with. We all have moments that we're hard to live with. However, I have a high expectation of myself to always do my very best. And I have a high expectation of my partners and also my friends. I don't hang around people that don't do their best in life. I don't want to be around those people. I don't want to be around people that are bad influences, and I don't want to be around people that are doing bad things or dumb things with their lives. I choose not to surround myself with those people. All of a sudden, and this just leads into the marriage thing. All of a sudden, something changed. I don't know what it was. Something changed. She didn't help me in the garden. She didn't help me a whole lot on the farm, but we would go out and do stuff together. But most of the time, we would end up in an argument, um, because there was, she wasn't raised in the same way that I was raised, but we can't, geniuses are hard to live with. That's hilarious. I can't hold that against her. We can't use that as an excuse. I wasn't raised on a farm like this. I wasn't raised doing this. I bring my dad out here and he's like, wow, what you're doing is great. Your grandpa had cows and I had to take care of them, but I couldn't play by my own rules. I had to play by his rules. So yeah, here in New York, we have a neighboring farm that gets federal not to plant corn, federal dollars not to plant corn. I think that's called a conservation easement. And there's money out there to do that, to not farm. Hang on one sec. I just see something that needs to be addressed. This post is not in the ground appropriately. Stand by. I'm glad I saw that. I don't want the cows knock the fence over. There we go. There we go. Sorry. Squirrel. Yeah, so there's money out there, I guess, for conservation easements. And a lot of those people make the choice to do that. So it's up to every individual to decide whether they want to farm or whether they don't. A lot of people are going to solar farms. I see a lot of farms around here shutting down. In fact, the farm where I bought most of my cows is now a solar farm. So, Josh, are you a veteran? Yes, U.S. Air Force, 1995 to 2000. Absolutely. 3E051, electrician. I was an electrician in the Air Force. Tarboro, North Carolina. Scotland. How's my Scotch accent? The home of Angus cows. Awesome. Vita says her loss for sure. I agree, man. When going, here's the deal. Here's what most people don't understand, and I think we're going to briefly talk about this. In any relationship, whether it's a friendship, a love relationship, romantic interest, family, business, whatever, you can really tell how healthy that relationship is and how healthy that those people are by how they behave when times get tough and when things get stressful. And this is tough, and this is stressful, and this is hard work, and this is dirty. I mean, I'm putting these water systems in after dark sometimes out here, running a trencher, digging holes, putting pipe in, hurting myself, falling down, tripping, getting back up, dusting myself off, and getting back on that horse and riding more. So I would say that, when you date somebody, when you start going out, most of you guys probably are already married, and I get that, but when you start out in a relationship, you start out looking for love, and you're looking for it, and then you find it. But what you're doing together oftentimes is just recreating. In other words, it's not tough times. It's the fun times. It's the easy times. It's the loving times. It's the times where you're just exploring each other, and you're going out to dinner. You're going on a beach trip. You're going to Disneyland. You're going and doing fun stuff, kayaking, biking, hiking, whatever. When it comes down to it, you got to be able to work together. And we weren't able to work together at all. We just weren't able to work together. Simple things like, hey, when you drive in the driveway, you're not just looking at the driveway, you're checking the gate, make sure it's good. You're looking out of the cows, you're making sure there's not a cow with a foot stuck in the fence. You're making sure there's water in the water tanks. You're Your eyes are constantly peeled, just like that little fence post thing that I just fixed right there. Your eyes are always peeled, and you have to keep all eyes on the prize all the time, and that just didn't happen. So, how many years? Married. We were married for 7 years. So, thank you for your service. Michael, I did it for myself, brother. I'm going to tell you right now. And I'll looking back, after basic training, I did it more for my country, but I did it for myself. And the reason I did it is because I saw myself going down a bad road. A lot of my high school friends are no longer with us. They're either in jail or they are no longer alive. And I'm 44 years old, man. Crazy, crazy. My best friend in high school is no longer with us. My best buddy, my best friend in high school was shot and killed. I went down the wrong path, and I was going down the wrong path. And that's why I signed up for the Air Force, because I saw myself going down the wrong path. I nearly failed the 11th grade. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't always rainbows and butterflies, man. And I've been dirt poor, and I'm still moderately dirt poor because of some of the choices that I've made in my past. But I spend, like Grandpa says, spend some, save some, and always have some. So I try to live below my means, hence the reason why I'm living in a 14 by 80 mobile home that costs $3,500. So yes, Michael says you've turned yourself around to be a positive person. Absolutely. If there's there's no silver spoon here, and great grandpa, daddy, whatever, didn't give me nothing. This is my place, and I bought it and I built it, and I plan on passing it on to the next generation. I hope there is a next generation of Stony Ridge. So I've lost so many friends over the years. The last 3 years was sad, happening across the country. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. And again, I joined the Air Force for me. I joined it to grow up and to get smart, and I needed to smarten up. I was not doing right, and I needed to do it, and I did it. I'm gonna go to the gym here in a minute because it's hot and it's air conditioned in the gym, and I ain't got to pay for it. Oh goodness. Are the cows in the background, inside, outside? Okay, so let's walk down here. You guys want some cows in the background? Are you going to sell the John Deere and Massey Ferguson because you have the TYMs? It never hurts to have multiple tractors on the farm, man. It just never hurts to have multiple machines. So each one has its own purpose. The John Deere has the Woods groundbreaker backhoe on it. There was a cow down here. I don't know where it went. Let's go for a little stroll here real quick. So anyway, each tractor serves a purpose. So having multiple tractors, right now the Massey Ferguson won't start. I don't know why. It seems to be starving for fuel, but I have no idea why. Let's get a little different background. What do you think? My best friend is gone now also. Yeah, it's tough. And well, I mean, he died in his 30s. In his 30s. Do you grow sorghum? I don't grow any row crops whatsoever, man. I do have a neighbor that grows sorghum, and we're going to go over there when they make sorghum. And we're also going to, hopefully this year, we're going to go where they make molasses, and we're going to teach you guys about that. Kurt Anderson says, do you go to church? My church is right here, brother. This is my church. You are attending my church right now. I do not attend a local church. My relationship with my God is my personal relationship with my God. I've been turned off to churches, and it's unfortunate. But I used to attend church very regularly, and then I found out that everybody's talking about me. It's a big gossip thing, and it's not my bag, man. I don't want to. Again, I want to surround myself with successful, smart, hardworking people, and I don't want to be a victim of people yapping about what's Josh doing? I don't want that. I don't want to go to Gossip Central. So that's it. I want to drive my nice car to church on Sunday and then have somebody talking junk about me. Well, that guy thinks he's hot crap because he's got that Ford Raptor or whatever. I don't want to hear that. I just choose to enjoy my relationship with my God the way I enjoy it. So, Josh, what gym do you go to? I go to the YMCA, and I support the YMCA, and I'm getting ready to do a large donation to the YMCA. I also like to donate to my sheriff's office and also my local fire department too. So You can bet that I fully believe, and I've been successful here on YouTube and Facebook and on social media and on the farm. I've been super successful, and it's my duty as a successful person to give back to my community the best way that I know how. It is my duty as a successful person to do that. And I'm not a rich millionaire guy. I live in a mobile home, but I still feel like it's my duty to give back. So, George, if you're watching right now, I'm going to bring you a check, buddy. Okay. There's a program, and maybe you'll see this in a future video, to raise money for children that are going back to school. And my local YMCA takes these kids over to Walmart or Target and lets them pick out all the school supplies that they need, from notebooks to backpacks to shoes to clothes, all that stuff. So definitely going to be contributing to that. And some of the stuff that I do videos about, it only gets used once or twice. I'll donate some of that stuff too. I've done it to the fire department, donated a zero-turn mower to the fire department last year. Just trying to do more than I did last year. Planning for chickens. Awesome. Yeah. Well, we're at that hour and 20-minute mark, guys. If you're just now joining us, we did a giveaway. You can also go back even after the fact and re-enter yourself into the competition to get the lag bar. Okay. There's a link there, and there's also a link in a pinned comment to get you guys set up if you want to get some fly traps like I'm using right here to keep the flies off the animals. So we're going to take 2 more questions. I like what Josh, I joined for the discipline to teach you how. Awesome. Desert Storm. Hit the like button, please. Awesome. Unfortunately, with inflation, there aren't many people giving donations like that today. Yeah. So I live off the land mostly. I grow a lot of my own food. So it doesn't take much for me to survive, for me to live. It takes about $4 a day for me to live. So my power bill is $81. It doesn't take much for me to live. So, and I don't drive very far. Daniel Faircloth, you're welcome. Lewis Baptist Church, Lewisburg. It's just not my bag, man. I enjoy being here on the farm. If you join the live streams over on Facebook on Sunday mornings, we say, welcome to my church. This is it. So my son also got a surprise divorce. He lives on the farm. The wife is pastor to him. Yeah. It's tough. Absolutely tough. 2 more questions I'm going to take. Any questions about the farm? Any questions about any of this? Will divorce cause issues with the farm? No, I had to buy my farm twice. I'm that guy that had to buy his farm twice. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Yeah. Ultimate Acres. Thank you. Hashtag thanks for inspiration. You don't have to go to church to have a relationship with God. I agree, Charles. And in this crazy time also, I don't go in a whole lot of public places. What's your least favorite part of the farm? Right now, my least favorite part, I wish I could show you a picture. You're going to see a video coming in the future. The upper pond that I built behind the house is not holding water right now. We went in and replaced the drain pipe, the stand pipe in there, and it's not holding water. And I've got catfish in there, and I'm pretty worried about those catfish. I may end up having to net those catfish out and bring them and put them in another pond. They're about that big now. I did 4 years, Dwayne. A little over 4 years. How's the concrete in the shop? It's fine. No deal with the concrete. Do you have many chickens? I'm not doing meat birds this spring. I will do meat birds again in the fall. But I have laying hens, 7 laying hens. Why didn't you have children? Why would I have children with someone who I know that we're not compatible with? The writing had been on the wall for quite some time, but you don't give up. You work together and you try to make things right. And the writing had been on the wall for a long time. We weren't ready to have children yet. And so that's it. I'm not just going to jump in and have kids. Like, okay, let's have kids with somebody I can't believe in, can't trust, I can't do it. Would you do it? That ain't going to solve anything. A lot of people have kids to help to bring their marriage back together. And what they find is that they're divorced after the kid's about 12 years old. No way. No way. And I don't want my children to live in a home where people are fussing and fighting. It needs to be a home that is founded on love and trust. Never hurts to have multiple manufacturers for equipment. Yeah. Pond problem usually results of muskrats. It's not muskrats. We pulled the pipe out. It's a pond dam issue. It's a soil issue. There's no muskrats in that pond. Just ordered my chickens and I'm excited. So Rodney, yeah, I'm pretty bright dude. I know if it's a muskrat issue, but there's no muskrats in that pond. There are 3 ponds on the farm. This pond is the newest pond, and it's just not holding water. Yeah. All right, one more question. Last question. And I could be on here all day, guys. I enjoy this interaction with you. I totally do. And thank you all for the super chats. Thank you all so much for sending the stars over on Facebook. They don't pop up on my screen, so I'll go back and be sure I thank you after the fact. Wonder if you could get Let's Dig or Dirt Perfect. Well, Dirt Perfect doesn't live anywhere close, and Let's Dig is about 2.5 hours south of me. So no, nope. Bentonite clay needed, Dennis. Have you been reading my mind? We got something going in works right now for sure. Last question, what's your favorite color? Green! Install a pond liner. No, we're talking about an acre pond. That ain't gonna work. That's too much. Just flashback to when you're trying to get rid of them in the past video. Yeah, that's the other pond. That's the big pond. And they're still in there. There's still some muskrats in there. Man, I could talk all day. I enjoy this. I look forward to my Wednesday live streams just so I can spend time with you guys talking. 469 of you in here, but 250 likes. What do you think, man? Y'all want to click that like button before we get out of here? Let's bring it to 300 likes at least. I think we can do that. Do cows eventually warm up to you? Cows are motivated by food. Food. That's it. So if they think they're going to get fed, then they'll warm right up to you. Same thing with chickens. What do you think's causing the pond to lose water? We've got a soil issue, guy. So what we've got is I dug that pond kind of on a whim. I dug all the way down to the bedrock, and there are 3 springs bubbling up around it. So what I think is we've got a soil issue, and water is seeping through. Let's Dig 18 will come tell you what to do. Let's Dig 18 isn't the end all be all know everything about everything guy. He is a very talented machine operator, and he builds a lot of ponds. He does an awesome job. His channel is awesome if you guys haven't seen it. But just because you see him on YouTube doesn't mean that he can solve every problem known to man. Yeah, I've got ideas on this problem, and hopefully they work out. But what happened was we cut the old pipe out. We removed the old pipe, which is a big steel pipe that wasn't corrugated. It was flat on all sides, which water could easily seep around. We put a smaller corrugated pipe in. We raised the water level up about this much, probably about 18 to 24 inches. When we did that, we put too much hydraulic pressure on the dam, and it caused a leak. So it slowly pushed the water through the dam and out of the pond. Would like to come see the farm someday. We will open the farm up at some point. I'll have some classes here. Looking into feeding with a heat stress product in, I never heard of that. Let's Dig 18's as busy as I am, man. So he's a nice guy. I've talked to him. I've talked to him on the phone. I believe I've talked to him on the phone. I know I've emailed back and forth a little bit, and we talked about getting him up here and doing some collaboration, having him clear the land. But it's too far. Logistically, for him to move that equipment up here, it's just too much. What's your favorite meal? Man, I'm a steak guy. How's the Mega Shop doing? It's doing good. Sitting still. I like that. Waiting on garage doors. America, get back to work, okay? I'm waiting on garage door parts. The barn swallows are going to pick up my building and carry it away soon. I'm pretty sure. We're waiting on track for my garage doors. Got much clay there? Yeah, we have pretty good clay. Awesome. Well, folks, I've got to get in. I got to get hydrated, and I'm soaking wet already. It's super hot out here. What we do, just like the title says, a little stressed about the cows in the summertime. The cows are out in here. There was 2 cows that just walked through here just a minute ago. They will gobble all of this down, and they'll be in here lounging on and off for probably the next few weeks. Awesome. They've got to figure out where this water tank is, so hopefully they'll work their way back over here pretty soon. Did you say 2 or work a dozen more questions? I don't like to leave the live stream. I enjoy it. So thanks, guys. Everybody take care. Pound that like button on your way out the door. We got 283 likes. We're close to the 300 mark. I know you can do it. What's the next project you have? The next project is it's so hot. I want to get the skid steer out and I want to start building more fence. That's the next project. However, it's too hot, man. It's 95 degrees out here, and the humidity, the heat index is over 100, so it's just going to exhaust me. The one thing that you guys may or may not know is that cameras don't like hot. So I have to get out here at sunup and start film till about 9:30 in the morning. Middle of the day, I go to the gym, go do some stuff in the air condition. In the evening time after 5, I jump back out and shoot another video. So yeah. Yep. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Kevin. Be sure you go into stonyridgefarmer.com, shoot me an email, give me your info, and we'll get you squared away on getting you a case of those WAG bars. Awesome. Cool. Trying to, yeah, some cows just aren't as friendly as other cows. I don't know. You just have to keep trying. Give them treats. Sugar cube might help. All right. See you guys. It's 55 here. I'm so jealous. See y'all. Take care. Have a great day. Woo! Thanks for joining me here on the Stony Ridge. Guys, hit that like button. Pick a video, your homework assignment. Pick your favorite Stony Ridge Farmer video and share it. Share it on all your social media. It helps the channel grow. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time, guys. Take care. Woo! Woo! They're eating. They're not going to give us... Oh, I heard one move. See y'all.